Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and today I'll be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of January 2023. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome, and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I will be using my original tarot deck. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. And then I will close out your reading, Cancer, with a Work Your Light Oracle card. So, as you can see, the cards are already starting to show up. So let's go ahead, Cancer, and get right into your reading and see what we need to know for the sign of Cancer as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of January 2023. All right, Cancer, so looks like you're going to have a strong start to January. That Ace of Pentacles is definitely a power card, especially when we're talking about money, finances, career, investments, all those wonderful things. The Ace of Pentacles talks about new streams of income. It also talks about quick and very prosperous, profitable, fruitful success in any type of financial undertaking that you may have been, involved with, or whatever you've got that you've been working on. Like I said, that Ace of Pentacles is definitely a good card for you, and it's a great way to start off the month. Next up, we do have the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands talks about stability in all areas of life, but especially in your work and your finances. It means that things probably won't change for a while, but that's actually a good thing because, like I said, it creates stability not only in your finances, but in your personal life as well. Next up, we do have the Strength card, another good card. The Strength card talks about literally having the strength to carry on and to move forward. And also, it's a card that is a reflection of physical health. So for some of you who may have been struggling with some type of physical, issues or illnesses, the Strength card talks about healing and that you will overcome and that you will, feel good again if you've been struggling with that. We also have the Knight of Pentacles. That's another good card because that's a card that talks about financial support coming your way. Looks like you get the right answers at the right time, also from the right people. So you definitely have to stay receptive to any new ideas because sometimes the support won't actually be money, but it could be some encouragement. It could be an opportunity, but whatever the case may be, it's definitely something that's going to help you. Next up, Cancer, we do have the Death card. Now, the Death card in the reverse talks about changes. And because this card is in the reverse, it talks about like transformational changes that do affect every part of your life. Now, this could be something that's unexpected or something that kind of throws you off for a bit. But again, it's not something that's going to totally wipe you out or something that's going to make you feel insecure financially. But it does talk about things shifting and it will impact every aspect of your life. But it probably will be most apparent in your financial life or your financial circumstances. But again, I don't see it as something that's going to totally, like I said, wipe you out. I think it's just something unexpected and a surprise, and it's going to be something that, kind of forces you to kind of reevaluate where you are. Finally, we do have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. That's a great card to see in the reverse because it means that you are not overwhelmed. So that's a good card to see after that reverse Death card because it means that you're not getting stressed out, you're not getting overworked, or you're not taking on too much. And as a matter of fact, it's quite the opposite because when that card shows up in the reverse, it means that you're managing all of your responsibilities quite well. So Cancer, you've got a very good positive start to the month of January. All right, let's see. Okay, we've got lots of cards coming out. What else shows up for the sign of Cancer as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of January 2023? All right, so we do have this the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is that elimination energy, but it's always for a good cause, a good reason. The King of Swords talks about getting rid of what is standing in the way of you and your goals or whatever it is that you want. The King of Swords also talks about kind of shifting the priority of, kind of what you've got going on right now. So I know this is kind of a common thread for a lot of people because we're moving into not only a new month, but also a new year. And so we have to kind of really examine what it is that's truly important to us. And that will mean saying no to some things. But again, this is a positive. This is you really taking control in areas maybe you've kind of been slacking in. And it's giving you that that confidence to really make some good decisions for you, especially as they relate to your money. Next up, we do have the Three of Pentacles. Now, this is a great card because it means you're being recognized for the work that you do. People admire you and they actually want to connect with you. So stay open to any type of offers or maybe, some new opportunities to make some extra money. Next up, we do have the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords in the reverse, again, that's also that elimination energy. You're going to get some news about something being stopped or discontinued. And it's going to be something that's probably going to be a surprise because that card is in the reverse. And because we're focused on money and finances, this will be something that you probably didn't expect again. But like I said, it's going to be a surprise, but it's not going to be something that you can't handle. Next up, we do have the Emperor card. Now, the Emperor card in the reverse talks about things kind of either being too controlling, or it could be that things are out of control, right? It just kind of depends on your particular circumstance or situation. But the Emperor card is a controlling card. And when we see him in the reverse, it means that sometimes we're trying to control things that we really don't have control over. And a lot of times this comes into play in financial situations. We can't control what the economy is doing. We can't control what customers will do or what they will say or what they won't do. But what we can control is our responses to these certain things. So it looks like that's something you're going to have to manage a little bit once we hit that second week of January, Cancer. Finally, we do have the Judgment card. Now, the Judgment card in the reverse is a card about self-awareness. And this is a card that really talks about self-improvement as well. Now, it looks like you may be moving into that, kind of maybe taking some classes or doing some things to kind of improve yourself personally, which will, of course, help you professionally and financially. But because this card is in the reverse, that's telling me that maybe you're not fully committed to maybe a program that could help you. It could be anything. It could be weight loss. It could be a mentorship or a coaching program. It could be going back to school. And maybe you're just not totally committed or not totally, 100% sure that that's going to be the right thing for you right now. So again, this is where you have to go within and do some self-reflection and really get clear about what it is you want, Cancer, because it looks like you're going to have to start taking some action really soon. All right, Cancer, let's see what else shows up for you as it relates to, nice, money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of January 2023. Oh, we got that repeater card. So what do we need to know for the sign of Cancer? Nice. Okay. All right, Cancer, as we move into the second half of January, things just continue to get good. Things continue to get gooder for you. We got that Ten of Cups. Now, the Ten of Cups is one of the most positive cards in the deck. That's a card of joy, happiness. You're going to be celebrating something. Something definitely works in your favor and falls into place at exactly the right time. Again, because we're talking about money, I do get the sense that you're going to get some good news about something being paid off or some money coming in. It's going to be something along those lines. Next up, we do have the Six of Wands. That's a card of pageantry and being seen. You're going to be attracting a lot of attention, Cancer. Now, a few of the signs have gotten this card this month. It looks like a lot of you will be attracting attention, being seen, being somewhat of a local celebrity, either in your town or your community. It could even be online. But again, this is going to be an opportunity for you to make some money, okay? So learn how to harness this attention that's coming your way and monetize it, and don't feel guilty in doing so. Next up, we do have the King of Swords. Again, that's that elimination energy that we saw earlier. What are you letting go of that's standing in the way of your dreams? Remember, this is a positive step, and I think you're going to be making some big decisions here, Cancer. Next up, Four of Wands. Four of Wands in the reverse. Now, this is the card of foundation and stability. When it shows up in the reverse, it means that things could feel a little unstable for a while. But again, because you're making some big decisions, that's not anything abnormal. As a matter of fact, it is to be expected, you know, and I think a lot of us are kind of going through that. It's like we're getting really clear on what we want in 2023, and because of that, we're going to have to say no to some things, and that's going to kind of shift, and that's going to rock the boat for some people. But again, I don't think this is anything to worry about. I think that's just the normal flow, and that's the process of things. Next up, we do have the Hangman in the reverse, a great card to see in the reverse because that means you are no longer stuck or stagnant. Again, this is confirming that you are making the right decisions at the right time and you're doing what's best for you in your current situation. You're not staying still. You're not going backwards. As a matter of fact, you are growing and you are progressing and wholeheartedly moving forward. Finally, another good card, that Ace of Wands. Now, that card has several meanings. One of them is my favorite, which means cash flow. It means that cash, literal cash, is coming your way. The other thing about that card, it also talks about progress. It talks about progress, making progress in your work or in your career. So I do think a lot of you will be shifting to higher levels in the work that you do. And this is very exciting because it looks like you're going to find a lot of success in doing that. It's also going to bring more money your way. Some of you are going to be getting bonuses in January. So that's exciting. Get ready. All right, Cancer, let's continue on and see what else. Ooh, we've got these cards sticking out. Let's see. All right. One of my favorite cards, that Wheel of Fortune. Oops, I do see things are cut off. So let's see what else shows up for the sign of Cancer as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. All right, I see a card overturned here. For the month of January 2023. Ooh, that's a good card. You got the Devil card in reverse. That's a good card. All right, Cancer, let's go ahead and start with that Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Now, this means that things kind of shift, and it also means, excuse me, that you could miss out on an opportunity because you're not prepared. Now, the good thing about that is that we are seeing this card ahead of time. The time frame I'm getting on this is towards the end of January, okay? So, this is kind of a heads up for me to tell you, Cancer, that you need to stay ready. You don't want to get ready, you want to stay ready because opportunities definitely will show up for you and you want to be able to be in a position to take advantage of them. So be prepared, right? And this is going to look different for everybody because, again, this isn't a personal reading. This is a general reading. But there's going to be a really big opportunity and you don't want to turn it down because you're not prepared. All right, so basically, like I said, this is a heads up. Towards the end of the month, Cancer, there is going to be something coming your way. So whatever you can do in order to prepare yourself, again, I can't give you specifics, but you kind of know what you're working towards, what your goals are, you know, and you need to make some changes for that because it looks like the opportunities are going to be overflowing. Next up, we do have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, a great card to see in the reverse because it means that you no longer have a lack and limitation mindset. Again, this is where that inner work comes in and our belief system starts to change and where we actually do see our world as abundant and that we do have access to everything we need in order to create the life that we desire. Next up, we have the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups is a card about sensitivity and feeling emotional. You may be feeling a little emotional, and the only reason why I say that is because we also have this Three of Swords, and then we have the Nine of Swords here. Now, the Queen of Cups, sometimes when she's in the reverse, that means that we're being overly sensitive. And again, anything could allow us to feel that way. But because we're talking about money and finances, it could be your relationships as it relates to your work, your career, your business, or even your investments. So pay attention to your emotions and, maybe try not to take things too personal. Remember, when it comes to business and money, it is just business, right? It's not something personal, at least not in general. But we just have to keep our emotions in check so they don't get in the way of us making the best decisions. Next up, we got the Chariot card. Now, I like the Chariot card because that's a card that talks about speed and things happening simultaneously. This means that you're going to have a lot of things happening at once, okay? You're going to have one project taking off here. You may have things happening really quickly in your work. Then you may see that your investments are starting to grow or your business is starting to flourish. All of these things are going to be happening at the same time. All right, Cancer. So you're going to have to figure out how to balance it all and how to really embrace it all. Because this card is in the upright position, it's definitely going to be a good thing. I think you're going to have fun with this too. I think you're going to have fun feeling so empowered because you've got several things all happening in a very positive and strong way. Now, we already kind of talked about the Nine of Swords and the Three of Swords. This is a card about feeling a little anxious, overwhelmed, maybe feeling worried. The Three of Swords is a card about emotional disappointment. I think these cards kind of all tie together because we were talking about emotions, and sometimes that does get in the way of our goals and of our financial life. But again, this is something that I think you're aware of, Cancer, so it's not something that you have to really dwell on. But it is something that you just have to pay attention to and understand that emotions fluctuate. But we cannot allow them to impact our financial life. Finally, we got the Devil card. I love seeing that card in the reverse because that's a card of actual healing and releasing what is getting in the way, right? Remember, we talked about this elimination energy with the King of Swords. The Devil in the reverse means that you have let go of things that are harming you. This could be a toxic relationship. It could be addiction. It could be a belief system. It could be thought patterns, whatever the case may be. The Devil talks about you are moving past that. It's not harming you anymore, okay? And again, this frees up your energy so you can be in a position to make more money, to be more abundant, and to experience life in a much higher level, okay? So Cancer, your month is very powerful. I hope you're ready. January looks excellent for you. You do have a few things where you're going to work on, but again, we all do. And just get ready because things are definitely going to be good. All right, Cancer, let's go ahead and close out your reading with a Work Your Light Oracle card. Oh, this is a great one. All right, this card says, leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. You go first, the universe will catch you. Very powerful. All right, Cancer, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, drop them down below. I want to thank you so much for spending this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.